Well, this past weekend was important for us because the Big 12 is getting pretty serious. The race is tight, and after getting 3 and 1 on the road previously, we really needed to beat TCU. And it was the type of game where RPI-wise and ranking-wise and our opportunity in the Big 12 was on the line. And TCU seems to bring out the best in us. So we played really well that night. I thought our fans were unreal. A lot of people left the stadium that night saying it was one of the best environments they've ever seen. And we have to thank our fans for that, because when they do that for us, it helps us in every way imaginable. It helps us get the win, helps in recruiting. The energy level in the locker room before and after is off the hook. So it was Friday night was a great night. Well, I think one of the things you've seen from this team is we've been really good at thinking about the next game. And for us, it's OU away. We've played really well. I think they have one of the prettiest facilities in the country, one of the best fields in the nation. We really like playing there. And even if they get big crowds, it's just a style and a matchup that suits us. So we're thinking about OU, and we're getting our game plan ready for those guys. You know, if you don't have motivation to beat everyone every weekend, then you're just focusing on the wrong things. Baylor won the tournament last year. West Virginia won the regular season. So they both have the trophies that everyone's chasing. So certainly you're up against it when you play those two. But OU just tied Oklahoma State this weekend. Or actually lost 2-1 to Oklahoma State, played them extremely tight. And watching them on video, we got our hands full for Friday. So, for the coaches, we might take a peek around the corner every now and then, but as a program, we are just zeroing in on Friday, knowing that there are, 4 or 5 really big games that are awaiting us. Some of my mentors in the college game said, if you coach in college soccer long enough, you will still be able to count on one hand the number of times that everyone's happy after the game, i.e. you got to play everyone. And, you have to carry a big roster because you have to play inter-squad. You have to prepare your starters. So when you get a chance to reward those young ladies that have trained so hard, they're trained just as hard as the starters. They're doing everything. They're sacrificing, they're surrendering their social life and everything else. So to be able to put everyone out there was really rewarding. And what I really liked was we knew we were going to win the game. We got the lead quickly, and the result was not in question. But every player who came off the bench gave us everything, and their families were so happy. I mean, Kendall Perkey, her first touch as a college player was a goal. I turned around and her family was all hugging each other and grandparents high-fiving, and you don't get those moments very often to see 30 players take the field. So we were happy for those young ladies. They played their hearts out and secured the win for us. Well, it gets the starters off the field and gets them rested. It gives them a chance to cheer for these young ladies that have been pulling and pushing for them all season. So it's a little bit of a role reversal, and when the girls come off the bench and play that well, everyone's fired up. And it just speaks to the depth, and there's some players that are on the bench right now that are going to be starters for us next year. And we're seeing with Allie Murphy and Katie Heap, and a lot of those young ladies are getting great minutes this year and didn't play a ton last year. So it's just a good feeling. It doesn't happen that often that you get to score that many goals and take a little bit of a breather from your starters and get them ready for next weekend. Paige has logged, I think, first or second most minutes on the team besides Haley Hagsma. And I just looked at her and I thought, if we can win this game without you, Paige, we're going to sit you down today. So it's kind of like just a reward for all the hard work she's put in. She was irritated. She wanted to play, but totally understood. We did the same thing with Janine Becky. She got 20 minutes and off she came. So that just gives Paige a chance to be super fresh for next weekend. Yeah, I mean, the glasses were on for a reason yesterday. It was tough. These kids were they're everything to us. Connor and Hags and Mallory and the whole group, Vic. They were the ones that built this program. We wouldn't be where we were today without this class. They're going to go down in history as the most successful class we've ever had. They were huge recruiting victories, and then they led to more recruiting victories because once people heard you got Connor Williams in Dallas, they were like, what? How do you get her when you don't have anything yet? And we just sold them on a dream and a vision, and then when we came here, we didn't have to build the dream around them. They built it for us. And I think that was the great revelation for all of us. It was like, wow, we promised you we were going to build something for you, but when we look back on the careers of this class, they actually built it for us. So impossible to say goodbye. These girls will be, in our hearts and minds forever. Their pictures will be up in Walker for as long as I'm here anyway. And we can't thank them enough for choosing Texas Tech and putting us on the map. I mean, Connor's playing, with obviously carrying an injury and wearing a knee brace for the rest of her career. So to get any minutes out of her is phenomenal. Our team is like, what? To see their fearless leader play 2 months after she tore ACL is really phenomenal. Houston, she'll be 100% here at some point, and it will definitely make our team better. She has a dimension. It's physicality, it's heading, defending, to be honest, and just class in front of the goal that we haven't had in bulk. We've got some great finishers, but Jess is one of the best we've ever had. So certainly as she progresses in her return to the lineup, we just keep getting better. It has. I mean, 6 in a row on the road. We went 5-0-1, gave up 1 goal. So we're confident. but we're not unrealistic either. We know teams play better at home, so we're going to get everybody's best shot this weekend. But we want that. We're looking forward to it. I think we've just ignored it. We really have. We've just said, look, sorry you're hurt, here we go. And I think the leadership has just played lights out regardless of who's there and who's not, and we just haven't made a big deal of it. There's been no waiting around or, like I said last week, lighting candles, hoping people will come back for us. We've just played. And the opening game at New Mexico, one of the tougher places to play, without Becky, without Hinkle, without Houston, and we lost Connor Williams, our leader, in the first 5 minutes. If we were going to win that game on the road without those four, we figured it would probably be a good road season for us. So it's just been the mentality. We've got depth, we've got talent for sure, but just the attitude of, okay, you're out, sorry, okay, who's in? Let's roll. That's been the mentality, and I think it's been nice as a coach to see that, because I would love it to be that way, but only the players can make it that way, and they have. Well, I'd love to think that there's a little bit of cross-motivation. The reality is, football is something that we all hold in the highest regard. It's one of the reasons that our athletic department has the image that it has. Cliff's give us a little celebrity factor, a little coolness. I thought we were cool, and then Cliff showed up, and now we see what cool is, which is nice. But our girls are plugged in, and our staff is fired up about everything that's going on over there. And I think what we appreciate the most is the culture that's in that building. The professionalism the guys are carrying themselves with, the attitude they're playing with. I mean, we know we don't have a whole lot of new guys, and look at the way we're playing defense. And obviously, offense is something Cliff's fantastic at. So just overall, the girls are excited about what football's doing, and it enhances our image. When we get national exposure through football, it helps all the Texas Tech sports. So, we're excited about the season they're having. There's no doubt.